Hello. What's going on with my hair today? I'm so sorry, guys. Hello, good evening. Good evening, teacher besties and friends. Welcome to Surviving Back to School series here on Teach Outside of the Box. It is your educator's favorite educator, your SG Row educator, Miss Tiffany McDonald, middle school ELA teacher, Teachers Pay Teachers author and create digital creator, founder of Teach Incorporated, formerly known as Keys to Success Incorporated, education professional, doctoral student, all things education, all love for education. Welcome to week 2 of our Surviving Back to School series. I am so glad that you decided to come out and join me. I am so glad that you have decided to join me on this series, this journey. Make sure that you have registered for this class as well as last week's class because a course is coming to you very, very soon. A course will be coming to you in September where I'm going to go more in depth, more in detail about the content that I'm giving you here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you register. The link is in the description below. All those that register will also get a discount towards the tuition of my course, as well as you get the freebies, the resources, the guides, the notes, all the good stuff when you register. So if you are just watching this on YouTube, I thank you for finding me in the YouTube world. I appreciate you. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe. Share this out to all of your teacher friends. But also make sure you go and register using the link in the description below because that's where all the magic happens. That's where all the goods happen. If you are watching me live, make sure you put in the comments hashtag live. If you are watching the replay, hashtag replay and introduce yourself. Let me know who you are. If you are a teacher, paraprofessional, special education, parent, administration, principal, whatever role you play in your school, let me know what role you play. If you are a teacher, let me know what grade you teach or grades you teach, as well as your subject that you teach. And then tell me your favorite thing about education or about teaching and your most challenging part of teaching. For me, I am Miss Tiffany McDonald. I am a middle school ELA teacher teaching grades 5, 6, 7, 8. Went back to school actually last week, completed my first week of PD. And I have been in education for over 19 years, since 2003 when I got my undergrad. I'm currently a doctoral student as well, getting an EDD, an education specialist degree in educational leadership, because I want to be able to run schools and be a change maker for schools and change the whole game of education. I'm also a Teachers Pay Teachers author. So if you have not already, go find me on Teachers Pay Teachers and under Teach with Teacher Toys. That's Teach with Teacher Toys on Teachers Pay Teachers. Grab my freebie. Go check out the back to school aisle because I got a lot of good stuff there and a lot more stuff coming. A lot of posters coming very soon. What else? I am the founder of Teach Incorporated, formerly known as Keys to Success Incorporated, where Teach Incorporated, we help thriving educators achieve classroom harmony and help them achieve academic achievement and success with their students. So I give you the resources, the tools, the project-based learning, the classroom learning to help you teach outside the box. That is the name of this YouTube channel, Teach Outside the Box, because I want to make sure you can use your own personal creative feeling, creative touch to help our students. Just because your administration says you have to teach this way in this little box doesn't mean you can't teach it how you fit it. So I'm going to help you learn how to teach here, but teach outside of that parameter that your administration gives you. All right. Um, More housekeeping stuff. If you have not already, of course, like I said before, like and subscribe to Teach Outside the Box so you do not miss class. Ring the bell so you're not late. Share this out with at least five of your teacher friends because we want to share the knowledge. We want to share the wealth. Make sure you follow me on Facebook at Teach Incorporated. On Facebook, that's our business page, as well as on Instagram at Dr. Tiffany McDonald. Go ahead and add me as a friend on my personal page. I love connecting with new teachers. Tiffany McDonald on Facebook and Tiffany McDonald on LinkedIn. And I'm even on Snapchat as well. So Dr. Tiffany M on Snapchat as well. And I do a little dabbling on TikTok, so you can find me on TikTok. I think it's under Teach Incorporated under TikTok as well. So I'm all over the social world. So connect with me, follow me, ask me questions, pick my brain, talk to this teacher. I have a wealth of knowledge and experience, and I want to be able to help you. All right. Last week we talked about it's all in the syllabus where I gave you the 5 elements to creating a winning syllabus. So if you missed that class, definitely go back and watch it. Make sure you register so you can get the good stuff because that only comes to our registered participants. This week is week 2, and I am talking about creating a strong classroom culture. Creating a strong classroom culture, which is very big in the beginning of the school year. If you don't have a strong classroom culture, you're going to have a lot of challenges and problems. So if you don't have the culture set in your room, then it's going to be difficult to really teach with all these crazy behaviors. So I'm going to give you the 5 principles to creating a classroom culture. Next month, when my course starts, I'm going to go into detail and I'm going to help you implement those 5 principles for creating a culture. So I'm going to give you the principles today, tell you what you need to have to build your culture. Next month, I'm going to give you different tips because September is still back to school. It's still getting your kids oriented, getting your kids redirected back into the mode of learning. So classroom culture is not just something we do the first day, first week of school. It's ongoing. So I'm going to give you all those tips and tricks and strategies, help you to try out some things. If that doesn't work, try this. So I'm going to give you all the goods when the class starts next month. All right. Classroom culture. You're probably wondering, what is it? Well, it is how it's the tone of your classroom. It's how you set your room. Do you have the culture of a community? Do you have, well, we're all working together? Do you have a classroom culture of a family? I like the first day, first week of school, I tell my students we are a family. And we talk about what is family, and I always say, do you like your family? Do you like your mom all the time? Do you like your dad all the time? Do you get along with your siblings? So in this class, I'm going to be your school mom, and I know you're not going to always get along with me. You're not going to always like what I'm going to say, as most kids don't like what their moms and dad says. Also, the students in this room are your siblings, your cousins, your nieces, nephews, if you have those. And you're not going to get along with your brother and your sister. You're not going to get along with your nieces and nephews or your cousins. You're not. Don't even fake it. You're not. So I tell them that in the very beginning of the school year, that we are a family. We hold each other up. We don't talk about our family. I mean, we work through our family. We have family meetings. That's our morning meeting time and our um, closing meeting at the end of the day. We talk about the problems. We talk about how we're feeling. We work together. We help each other out. We protect our family. When we go to other classes and you see somebody talking about your family member in ELA and you have ELA with them, stand up for them. No. So this is my cousin. This is my brother. Um, And if my connection is lagging, please let me know. I'm having some connection issues. So if I'm lagging, please let me know. Yeah, you hold your siblings, classmates accountable. So that's culture. Culture is the tone you set in the room day one. So culture, how you set the tone. How you set the tone is based on 5 principles. The first is discipline. Discipline is how teaching your students to do the right thing uh, so they can be successful. Discipline, teaching your students to do the right thing, which means having structure, having system, having routines, and actually modeling and showing them those system and routines. So you set the culture. So that's day 1, 2, 3. You talk about what type of tone you want to have. You want to have a chaos tone. You want to have a calm tone. You want to have an energetic tone. Like, how do you want your room to function? Now that they know how the tone is in this room, so we know when we go to Miss McDonald's room, she don't play. We are a family, but she don't play. My kids know that. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm gonna jump over 10 different tables. I might. I won't, but I'm. In their mind, they think I'm crazy. So you gotta set that tone with them. They know that they can't just do whatever in my room. The discipline comes when we actually practice that tone. We practice those systems and those routines. They know that come to Miss McDonald's room, she has a family oriented classroom. We all are working together to get this A in ELA. But we also know we can't just get up when we want to. They know that they can't get up to get a pencil. They know that they got to put their trash on the table until they leave. And it's all set in a systemized routine. Discipline is also um, having that front end investment and teaching your students how to be students. You got to think these students been on summer break all summer, 2 3 months, no structure. They don't know how to be students. They don't know they got to sit in a chair and actually learn. No, so we got to teach them that. So that's discipline. Discipline is setting up your systemized routine, your structure to align with your culture. Number two is management. Management is the reinforcing of behavior um, through consequences and rewards. So that's the classroom management. We're going to talk more about classroom management the last week in August. Please forgive my cat. He decides that he wants to join my live, so I do apologize for that. Um, so management is reinforcing. So once you have your systemized structure, your routines together, sorry about that, guys, and your students know the routine. Now you want to have the management style, the classroom management. You want to have those rewards and you want to have those consequences. So my students know that if they get out of their seat, they got a verbal warning from me. If they continue to do it, okay, now we're about to call home in the middle of class. Like I'm about to stop my lesson and we're about to all call parents right in the middle of class. If they keep doing it, they know they got a behavior reflection to right. So they know the consequences. They also know that in addition to consequences, I got some rewards going. So they know if they do an assignment, if everybody's on task and focused, then we have brain breaks. And yes, you can have brain breaks in middle school. They need it too. We have brain breaks where we'll do riddles or we'll have the clean version of some TikTok songs or whatever it is we want to do. So having a good management system also creates a strong classroom culture. If you are just now joining me, I want to stop here for take a pause for the cause and welcome you to Teach Outside the Box, Teach Incorporated with your educator's favorite educator, your SGRO educator, Miss Tiffany McDonald, for week 2 of our Surviving Back to School. This is creating a strong classroom culture. We just went over what classroom culture is, which is the tone of your room, how you want to set that tone. We went over having discipline, having the systemized structure and routine in place so your kids know how to be a student. And we also just went over the second one, which is management, having a strong classroom management. Next month, when we start the course, I'm going to go into detail and I'm going to tell you how to set that structure. I'm going to tell you how to set the systemized routines, how to have a classroom management style. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to drop them in the comments. Talk back to me. I want to hear from you. All right. Number 3. So you have your discipline. You've been practicing that. You have a good management set up. Now you want to gain control. Control is when you, the teacher, set the authority as the leader, the guide in the room. That's control. Control is setting the authority that you are the leader in the room. Letting your students know that yes, we are a community. Yes, we are a family. And I'm sorry, I gotta get my cat down. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, we are a family. Yes, we are a community. But the students don't run the classroom. The teacher facilitates. So I don't run it either. I facilitate your learning. We are working together so that you can achieve your goal, which is getting an A in class. So having the control, knowing that your students can't just talk to you any kind of way, knowing that your students can't just sit back and like, I'm not going to do it. They're running the classroom. You want to make sure you set a control where they understand who has the power and who doesn't. For me in my classroom, no one is bigger than the other. They know I'm the teacher, I demand that respect, but they also know that I'm going to listen to them as well. So it's a balance, and you have to definitely find that balance. You have to definitely find the style that works for you. You want to make sure you're not yelling. You want to make sure you're not soft spoken. You want to make sure you're firm in your delivery. So it's a lot to go into that. And like I said, next month we'll go into detail. I just want to kind of give you the skeleton for now. So the third is control. The fourth is influence. Influence is our fourth. And you want to make sure that you are influencing your students and inspiring them to achieve. And this comes with having classroom learning activities, and we're going to get to our last one, that are fun and engaging. So I have a rigorous instruction. My students think I am the hardest teacher in the world. They think that I just give all this homework and I do not set them up for success. But in reality, I really do. My goal is to get them thinking, using their brains, using their minds. So I am inspiring them to achieve. And I do that in the form of fun, engaging lessons. And if you go to my Teachers Pay Teacher store, you will see that all of my lessons are creative and engaging. All of my lessons are project-based learning style. All of my lessons are geared with the student in mind so that they can have fun while they're learning. Now, they think they're just having fun, but really they are learning as well. So that is influence. So you want to make sure you have a strong influence in your classroom. You want to make sure you are inspiring and helping your students towards greatness. My cat is definitely being a little bit busy today, so I do apologize. All right, so we went over discipline. We went over having a strong management. We went over control. We just talked about having an influence in your students. And the last principle for creating a strong classroom culture is engagement. I just touched on that just a few minutes ago. Engagement. Engagement is basically, I'm sorry, guys. My cat here is doing the most. I am so sorry. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. When you have pets and you're on a live, they don't care that you're on a live. I do apologize. Thank you for working with me because he is definitely doing the most today. So my extreme apologies. All right. So the last principle to creating a strong classroom culture is engagement. When you have a strong influence in your students, when you are inspiring them to learn and achieve, that all comes with engagement. And again, like I said, next month in our course, I'll provide you with how you can make your learning and your classroom learning engaging and interactive for the students. If you check my Teachers Pay Teacher store, you will see all of my classroom learning activities are project-based learning. They're games, they're choice boards, there's interactive activities. I do a lot of videos. So you want to make sure you have lessons that are not boring because boring lessons can interrupt the discipline, have poor management, classroom management. They won't influence, and there'll be no control in your class because they're bored and their kids act out when they're bored. So make sure you have a strong engagement in your lessons. All right. So those are the five principles of a classroom culture. It Number one, discipline. Number two, management. Number three is control. Number four is influence. And number five is engagement. How did this help? I know I had to take a pause for a minute to get my cat down, but I do apologize. But thank you for hanging on with me. I want to know in the comments, how did this help you? Did you learn something different? Did you learn something that you can apply to your next school year? I mean, this school year in your classroom? Let me know. Talk back with me in the comments. Again, make sure you register for this class and last week's class, because you will be getting a e-learning workbook, and with an ebook, that has all of the notes, that have some interactive activities for you, just a guide to kind of help you throughout the school year, as well as you will get a discount on my course, Teach Outside the Box, the course starting in September. So you want to make sure you register. The link is in the description below. Make sure you like and subscribe, Teach Outside the Box, here on YouTube. Click the little bell so you are not late for class. Share this with 5 of your teacher friends or education professionals. And then go on over and like and follow me on Facebook at Teach Incorporated, as well as my personal page, Tiffany McDonald. And then like and follow me, on Instagram at Dr. Tiffany McDonald. Connect with me on LinkedIn at Tiffany McDonald, as well as on Snapchat, Dr. Tiffany M. And even connect with me on TikTok, because I do a lot of, TikToks for our teachers to kind of bring some fun into the classroom. So I think I'm there at Teach Incorporated, I believe. And then definitely go shop my Teachers Pay Teachers store. Teach with Teacher Toys on Teachers Pay Teachers. So I want to thank you guys for hanging with me. Thank you for listening. I hope I was able to put something different on your mind to help you create that strong classroom culture and have an amazing school year this year. Next week's class is next Friday. I'm definitely going to try to have it on Fridays, but it's next Friday, and we're going to be talking about building student relationships. That's always a key and always a buzzword in the middle of the school year. So, building strong relationships is next week. And then we're going to end our back to school series with manage your class, don't let your class manage you. Classroom Management 101. So you want to make sure you stay tuned. The registration link will be up on Monday at 11:59 to register for those 2 classes as well. As always, each one teach one so that we can reach one. We are helping thriving educators achieve classroom harmony. Let's teach y'all. Talk to you later.